This red and white flag is the first indication this piece of land is going to change. This is a surveyor's mark indicating a new oil and gas well. Soon, 4 acres of this sagebrush will be cleared to make way for a drilling rig. It will take 60 years or more for it to look like this again. The Wyoming Oil and Gas Conservation Commission regulates new and existing oil and gas wells in Wyoming. Created in 1951, their purpose is to prevent the waste of oil and gas and protecting correlated rights for Wyoming. The Wyoming Oil and Gas Conservation Commission has data on their website available to anyone on every well drilled in Wyoming. This is information on well site Champlin 320 C1 140H. It's produced 261,320 barrels of oil and 5,304,592 MCF of gas and 82,079 barrels of produced water since first delivered. Its total well depth is 9,717 feet, and its target formation is the Lewis Formation. There is a unique geological feature in the Green River Basin called the Rock Springs Uplift. The same oil and gas producing formations in Wamsutter, Wyoming are exposed 65 miles to the west in Rock Springs, Wyoming. Here you can see the Lewis Shale Formation and the Fox Hills Sandstone Formation. This gives us an idea of what an oil and gas producing formation might look like. A drilling rig, similar to this, will be targeting a formation like this, Erickson Sandstone. The rig will drill vertically thousands of feet down into the oil-producing formation, then turn horizontal and continue drilling following the formation. Once the rig has been moved, fracking equipment like this will be staged around the wellhead and pump fresh water, sand, and other chemicals into the formation, causing the rocks in the formation to fracture. The sand holds open the fractures so oil and gas can make its way into the well and to the surface. We will now be joined by Jose to talk about the surface production equipment. Okay. So, Jose, what do you do for the oil and gas industry?
I'm a maintenance specialist for the field that I work in. And what that is it's pretty much when there's a failure for anything that has to do with our production equipment, I will go there, troubleshoot the issue, and then propose a fix. And when it's approved or after it has gone through the engineering, the engineers pretty much just come up with a solution, and they give me their plan, and I make it work and fix the issue. And that's only like major issues. Now when a valve it's leaking and it has to be replaced, I mean I'm talking when we have to remove a bunch of piping and fix what's wrong.
Okay. So how many wells does the field you work in have?
Currently we have about 2,100 wells, but every year we do P&A a few, and it's more than a handful. You know, maybe like anywhere from 10 to 15 wells. That's what we're P&Aing right now. So that number is going to be going down.
Okay. So do you drill any new ones?
You know, the last well that we drilled in this field, I want to say it's been at least 4 years ago.
Okay. So are these gas or oil wells?
They're both, but some of them are more, they were designed to produce more oil, but I mean, when you drill for oil, you get gas, and when you drill from gas, you still get oil, but not the same.
Okay. So which wells produce? So wait a second. Are these wells horizontal or vertical wells?
We have in this field we have both. We do have vertical and horizontals. The horizontals we started doing those kind of towards the end of our drilling program, and some of them went very well, some didn't. But we only have about, I want to say, about 20, and it's not likely that we have more than that. But about 20 horizontals and the rest are verticals.
Okay, so would you please give me a rundown of the production equipment on this photo that we're looking at?
So in the photo you're seeing the wellhead. You also seen the production tanks, which the production tanks, that's where our water and our oil or condensate is pushed through by using the well pressure and the separator.
Okay, so what does the separator do?
So the separator, what it does, it's not really it separates water, gas, and condensate. But it doesn't really separate it clean enough to go straight to the market. The gas that it's being separated from the water and oil, it goes down the pipeline into a dehydrate, which the dehydrate does another cleaning of that the gas by removing some of the moisture, and then it goes down the pipeline into a gathering facility where it's treated a little bit more, and then it's sent out from there. And our water, since it's not drinkable water or anything that we could do with it, we either evaporate it or we inject it down a water well, which goes back down into the ground. And our oil that is being produced by the separator, it also needs some more refining, but it's very clean. So we just truck it out of the field, and then they pipeline it once it gets to its destination.
Okay, what are those two rocket-looking things on the right?
So, let me open up the picture again.
They look like large stacks.
Oh, those are the SECs, or smokeless combustor chambers. What they do, they burn the excess gas or gas that it's being vent out by our equipment, like our pneumatic pumps that we use for the heat trace system, or the pumps or the valves that are pneumatic. Once they vent or release the pressure, it goes to the SECs where it's being burned instead of just flare out into the atmosphere.
Okay, so how do you like working in the oil and gas industry?
Well, Hope, I graduated here in Green River, and my first good paying job was in pipeline, but back then it was more of a temporary or seasonal job. There wasn't enough pipeline to go through the winter. So once I got into the actual roustabout work of the industry, I really liked it, and I just stayed there. And then every opportunity that I got, I started moving up and learning more. And the more I learn, the more I like it.
All right, well, thank you for your time, Jose.
All right, well, thank you, Pope.
The oil and gas industry provides 18,000 jobs for people in Wyoming. Their payroll is just over $1 billion for those people and their families. Oil companies pay $1.39 billion in taxes every year. This is a great industry for Wyoming's economy. It comes at a price, an environmental price. 1.4 million acres of wildlife habitat has been disturbed by oil and gas wells and pipelines. 93 trillion tons of CO2 is released into the atmosphere by oil and gas produced in Wyoming every year. 80,000 barrels of oil and gas or produced water are spilled annually. 6.9 billion cubic feet of gas wasted by flaring at the well site every year. This is a steep environmental price to pay, and it may not have an immediate effect on our generation, but it will eventually be paid by some generation.